Hi everybody, welcome back. We're gonna do some yoga. So unroll your mat, grab props if you'd like to use them. I'll give you a few moments to grab those things. I'll see you right back here. Hello again. We're starting in star pose today, so find a seated position, bringing the soles of the feet together. Let your knees drop out without bringing your heels too close in toward the hips. So the feet come together, but you can bring the feet a little bit wider away from the body. You're welcome to roll up blankets or put blocks under the outsides of your knees. If the hips need a little extra support here, that's totally fine. Let yourself come forward, resting your hands on the feet. Soften the head down. You can always bring the feet out a little wider if you need to, if it feels too intense yet. Just without bringing the feet all the way in. We're not warmed up, so we don't want to go super deep into the stretch yet. We don't want to overdo it. Please modify your practice today as it makes sense for you. Challenge yourself where you can, but back off, add variations as you see fit. Softening in the stretch, let your shoulders round. And just take a few deep breaths as you relax a little bit more into the stretch. Try keeping the breath moving in and out through the nose as best you can. Let's take another 2 or 3 deep breaths right here. One more deep breath. And coming out slow, just let your hands slide in as you slowly uncurl up and away from the legs. Bring your hands to the knees, fold the knees in, drop both hands behind you. You can keep your feet separating a little bit. Drop your knees off to the right, sit tall, sit up, shift your gaze toward the left. Hold for a breath. Come to center, go the other way, drop knees left, lengthen the spine, look to the right. Come back to center, we'll just windshield wiper the knees like this. One side, switch to the other side, switch again, switch again. One more time each side as you switch, then switch. Come back to center, extending both legs out on the mat. Sit tall, bend the right knee, step your right foot outside the left leg. Continue to lengthen along the spine. We'll take a twist going to the right side. Wrap the left arm around, drop the right arm behind you, lengthen the crown of the head up toward the sky, opening to the right side for one more deep breath. Come back to center, just release in a brief counter stretch. Come back to the middle, release the right leg out, switch, left knee bending, step the left foot over, twist to the left. Find length along the spine, grow taller through the crown of the head. One more breath. Come back to center, release in a counter stretch to the right. Bring it back to the middle, unwrap the left leg, come onto your hands and knees. Let's go right back to downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back. When you get here, of course, feel free if you'd like to walk out the feet. Bend the knees a little back and forth as you warm up the legs. Big inhale, lift the heels up. Big exhale, sink the heels down. Take it forward to plank, lining up the shoulders. Then maintaining that space between the heels of your hands and your feet, return to down dog. So without readjusting, making sure that you have a wide enough space for your down dog between the hands and the feet. Put a little bend in the knees, look forward. Walk or hop your feet to the front of the mat. Fold over the legs when you get here, the feet slightly separating. Drop the head down, take hands to opposite elbows. Nice ragdoll pose, maybe nod the head or sway a little if you like. Just letting stuff roll right off. Switch the grip so the opposite hand sits on top. Drop the arms toward the mat. Continue hanging the head heavy, then roll up slow to stand. As you press down and uncurl, lifting all the way up to stand. Soften the shoulders, palms slightly forward in Tadasana. Look past the nose. Inhale, sweep the arms around, Urdhva Hastasana. Then grab the right wrist with the left hand, stretch over to your left. Come back to center, grab the left wrist, stretch up and over to the right. Come back to center, dive over the legs, soften the knees if you need. We'll lift the chest on the inhale. Send the left leg back, lower the knee. Anjaneyasana, low crescent, arms high, hook the thumbs. Sink the hips in if there's room. Chest up, eyes up, one breath. Coming into half split with a twist, straighten the front leg, then release your hands to the outside of the right leg. Hold for a breath. Bring your left hand back to the left side, low lunge, bend the right knee, downward facing dog, press back. Big inhale, roll it forward to plank, chaturanga or drop the knees. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhaling back to down dog. Breathe. Taking one more deep breath. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, low lunge. Step all the way up to the front, then fold over the legs, head down. Inhale, sweep the arms around, rise up. Grab the right wrist with the left hand, stretch to your left. Step the right foot behind you as you continue stretching to the left. Come back to center, grab the left wrist, stretch over to the right. Step the left foot behind you, continue stretching toward the right. Come back to center, dive over the legs. Lift your chest on the inhale, now send the right leg back as you exhale. Lower the back knee, Anjaneyasana, low crescent, sweep the arms up, hook the thumbs, opposite thumb in front. Sink the hips in a little if there's room, chest up, eyes up, one more breath. Half split with a twist, straighten the left leg, hands to the outside of the left leg, one breath. Return the right hand to the right side and bend the left knee. Downward facing dog, step back. Big inhale, take it forward again to plank. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward facing, lift the knees. Exhale, downward facing dog, press back. Take another deep breath or two right here. And inhaling, lift the left leg. Low lunge, step through the hands. Step the right foot up behind the left foot, folding over the legs at the front of the mat. Step your right foot back to the right side. Inhale, sweep the arms around, rise up. Grab the right wrist with the left hand, stretch over to the left, step the right foot behind you. Step back to center, go to the right, grab the left wrist, step the left foot behind you as you reach. Come back to center, reach both arms behind the back, interlace fingers, chest up, left leg up and back for warrior three. Heart forward, one breath. Warrior two, step back, heel down, reach the arms out, one breath. Reverse warrior, right arm reach it over, straighten the right leg, one breath. Trikonasana, triangle pose, turn the arms, lower the right hand, lift the left. Try looking to the left, maybe peeking up. Peek down at your front foot, put a bend in the right knee with both hands to the mat inside the right foot. Skandasana, side lunge, go left as you bend deep through the left knee, stretch the right, one breath. Come into low lunge at the front of the mat. Come up, pivot, walk around, lower the back knee. Anjaneyasana, sweep the arms high, hook the thumbs, chest up, look up. Straighten the front leg, hands to the outside of the right leg, one breath. Return the left hand to the left side and bend the right knee. Downward facing dog, step back. You can hold or flow through your plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Take another deep breath. Inhaling, lift the right leg. Exhaling, low lunge. Step the left foot up behind the right. Fold over the crossed legs at the front of the mat. Step your left foot back to the left side, then inhale, sweep the arms around, rise up. Grab the right wrist with the left hand, stretch over left. Step the right foot behind you as you stretch. Come back to center, grab the left wrist, go stretch right, and step the left foot behind you, continue stretching right. Come back to the middle, arms behind the back, interlace fingers, lift the chest, warrior three, the right leg lifts up and back as you seesaw forward. Warrior two, step back, heel down, reach out, one breath. Reverse the warrior, left arm sweep it over. Straighten the left leg, one breath. Trikonasana triangle, turn the arms, lower the left hand, lift the right. Look to the right, try looking up. Peek down at the left foot, bend at the knee, hands inside the left foot. Skandasana, side lunge, go to the right, back of the mat, one breath. Take it to low lunge at the front. Walk it around, pivot, pivot, lower the back knee. Anjaneyasana, low crescent, arms high. Hook the thumbs, opposite thumb in front, look up. Half split with a twist, straight left leg, hands to the outside of the left leg, one breath. Return the right hand to the right side and bend up at the front knee. Downward facing dog, step back. You can hold or flow through. Managing nice deep breaths regardless of how you are modifying or not. Inhaling, lift the left leg. Exhaling, low lunge. Step the right foot up behind the left. Fold over the legs at the front of the mat. Return the right foot to the right side, adding on just a little more, one more sequence. Inhale, sweep the arms around, rise up. Grab the right wrist with the left hand, stretch left, step the right foot behind you, continue stretching. Come back to center, grab the left wrist, go to the right, step the left foot behind you, continue stretching right. Come back to center, arms behind the back, interlace fingers, opposite pinky finger on top, lift the left leg up and back. Warrior 3, come forward. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Lower your right hand to the mat, maybe use a block if you like. Lift the left arm, keep the left leg reaching high. When you're stable, turn your head left. Try looking up, one more breath. Warrior 2, float back, come up, reach out. Reverse warrior, right arm, reach it over. Straighten the right leg. Triangle pose, turn the arms. Look up if you can, one more breath. Peek down, bend the right knee, lower the hands to the inside of the right foot. Skandasana, go to the left, one breath. We'll take it to our wide-legged fold in the center, Prasarita Padottanasana, hips up, head down, hands to the mat, or you can hold on to your lower legs, one more breath. We'll meet with hands on the mat, chest up, low lunge to the front, pivot, walk the hands around, lower the back knee, Anjaneyasana, arms high, hook the thumbs, change the grip, look up. Half split with a twist, straighten the right leg, hands to the outside of the right leg, one breath. Bring your left hand to the left side and bend up at the right knee. Downward facing dog, press back. You can hold or flow through. Inhaling, lift the right leg. Exhaling, low lunge. Step the left foot up behind the right, fold over the crossed legs at the front of the mat, head down. Step your left foot back to the left side, then inhale, sweep the arms around, rise up. Grab the right wrist with the left hand, stretch left. Step the right foot behind you, continue stretching. Come back to center, grab the left wrist, stretch to the right. Step the left foot behind you, continue stretching. Come back to center, arms behind you, interlace fingers, opposite pinky finger on top. Warrior 3, the right leg up and back, tilt forward. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, lower the left hand, reach the right arm high, right leg, continue lifting it up. Open to the right, turn your head when you can, look up if you can, and give it another deep breath. Warrior 2, float back, come up. One breath. Reverse warrior, left arm, reach it over and straighten the left leg. One breath. Triangle pose, turn the arms. Reach high, look high if you can. One breath. Peek down, bend the left knee, lower the hands inside the foot. Skandasana, go to the right, side lunge. We'll take it to center, wide-legged fold, Prasarita, hips up, head down, hands down, or hands holding onto your lower legs or onto your feet. One more breath. We'll meet with hands on the mat, lift the chest, low lunge to the front, pivot and walk your hands around. Lower the back knee, Anjaneyasana, sweep the arms high, hook the thumbs, change the grip, eyes up. Half split with a twist, straighten the left leg, lower the hands to the outside of the left leg, one breath. Bring the right hand to the right side and bend up at the left knee. Downward facing dog, step back. You can hold or flow through. One more breath. Inhaling, lift the left leg. Exhaling, low lunge. Step the right foot up behind the left, fold over the crossed legs, front of the mat, head down. Step the right foot back to the right side. And your feet are about hip width distance. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Bring the feet all the way together. We'll do a little Bakasana crow pose. Keep the feet together, drop the palms flat, spread the fingers wide. Look in front of your hands. If you already know how to do crow pose, then just come into it any way that suits you. Keep the hips lifted, heels up, bending at your knees, send both elbows straight back. Bring the knees all the way to the upper arms, as close to the armpits as you can get them. Keep looking straight ahead, lean in, come up onto your big toes. Draw up and in, and when you're ready, lift up the landing gear. Bring your toes together. Keep the breath moving. Then let's lower the feet back down on the mat. Forward fold, straightening out the legs. Drop the head down, keep the feet hip width distance. Approximately the space of 2 fists between your feet. Padangusthasana, grab onto big toes in Yogi Toe Lock. Lift the chest, inhale. Then exhale, round elbows out. Sit bones up. Option to modify in ragdoll pose if you prefer to hang over the legs. Hands holding elbows, that's totally fine. Just let the breath move. One more deep breath. Big inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, let go of the toes. Step back into plank pose. From your plank, we'll do a little Vashisthasana, side plank. Face the right side of the room. So drop the left hand, or rather keep your left hand down, stack the right leg on top. You can always lower the bottom knee to modify for a little more stability. As a fun little option, you can also, with the leg straight, modify by stepping the right foot behind you, coming into a little mini flip. Reach high, lift for one more breath. Let's meet in center plank, come back around. Whoops, we'll go the other way. Face the left side of the room. Try to do the same variation that you just did on the first side. So if you're doing the little mini flip, step the left foot behind you, lift over, reach, one more breath. And come back to center plank. Deep breath in. Come onto your hands and knees as you exhale. So just bring the knees down, child's pose. Separate your knees, toes together. You can reach the arms straight forward or back on the mat, right? So if you've had enough shoulder opening, just relax the arms around the legs with the fingertips pointing to the back of the room. Let's take 2 or 3 deep breaths. Stay focused. One more breath. Let's come up onto hands and knees and take it to downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up. Step to low lunge with your foot through the hands. Walk the fingertips in front of the right foot just a little bit. And if you're using blocks here, put a block under the left hand if you choose. Revolved half moon, Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana. Lift the left leg up off the mat. Keep the head lifting, the chest lifting. Point your left toes to the floor. Keep the left leg up though. Open your right arm to the right side. Reach high, shift your gaze right. Try looking up and take one more breath. Good. Ardha Hanuman half split. Lower the right hand. Step back. Lower the back knee. Straighten the right leg. One breath. We'll bend up at the right knee. Transition into pigeon pose. Slide your right knee through. Modify on the back if you need. Sit tall. Lengthen the spine. Then walk the hands out. Relax your head down. Resting pigeon, another 2 or 3 deep breaths. One more. Coming out, bring the hands back, lift the head up, roll to the outer right hip, bring your left leg all the way around, stepping your left foot to the outside of the right knee. Level the hips, coming into Ardha Matsyendrasana. We did the dialed back version of this as we started with the right leg straight. Feel free to do the same thing here, otherwise stay where you are, sit bones on the mat, twist to your left side. Drop the left arm back, lengthen the spine, sit tall and hold for one more breath. Bring it back to center, little counter stretch, go right. Come back to the middle, unwrap your legs, come back to hands and knees, downward facing dog. Again, you can shake it off, or you can flow through plank chaturanga if you choose. We'll switch out the sides, lift the left leg, low lunge, step through. Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana, walk your hands out front, block under the right hand. If you're using a block, lift the right leg, head up, chest up, open the left arm toward the left side, reach high, shift your gaze, maybe look up, keep the right leg lifting. One more big inhale. Exhale to Ardha Hanuman. Lower the left hand, step back, lower your right knee and straighten the left leg. Half split pose, one breath. Put a bend in the left knee, low lunge, transition to pigeon. Bring your left knee through, right leg back, sit tall, modify as you need, and if you're good to go, walk your hands out, head down, arms out. Soften in the stretch as best you can. Let's give it another deep breath or two right here. Coming out, head up, slide your hands in, roll to the outer left hip, bring the right leg all the way around, step your right foot to the outside of your left leg, Ardha Matsyendrasana, seated spinal twist. You can keep both knees bending or straighten the left leg if you prefer. Twist to your right side, just going the opposite way. Hold for another deep breath. Bring it back to center, little counter stretch, go left. Bring it back to the middle. We'll unwrap the legs. Baddha Konasana, bring the soles of the feet together, drop the knees out. This time versus how we started, now we can bring the heels closer in for a deeper stretch since we're more warmed up. Hands to your feet, find length in the spine. You can stay right here, reach your knees toward the mat. If there's room to do so, you can lengthen forward, right? Without crouching, without hunching, just find some length, come forward, taking it as far as is reasonable. We'll hold for another deep breath or so. And releasing, come up, hands to your knees, fold the knees in. Same thing as we did when we started. We'll windshield wiper the knees a little bit, drop the hands back and just bring the knees right, bring the knees left, switch again, switch again. One more time each side. Return to the middle. Now we roll down onto our backs, hug the knees in. Rock a little if that feels good. Happy baby if you like. We're winding things down. Let your feet return to the mat. If there's any final stretch that you'd like to take before settling into Shavasana, feel free to do that. Otherwise, we're getting right into it today. Extend the legs out, separate the feet a little bit, turn the palms up and close your eyes. Just settling back into space, relax. There's nothing else you need to do, nowhere else you need to be. Just stay in Shavasana for a few moments. Give yourself the opportunity to restore and recover properly so you feel better leaving than when you first arrived today. Thank you again for joining me today. You can stay a little longer if you have time to do so in your Shavasana. Otherwise, I will leave you here. Thank you for joining me once again on the mat. Until we meet again, namaste.